Welcome to Pearl Media. Tonight, a 42-year-old overeducated woman raises her voice at Kevin Samuels and instantly regrets it. Let's go.
Go ahead. Truly feel bad for it because they were told they could have it all. They were told they could go out in the world and get all these degrees and go out and do all this career stuff, and then all these men were going to be waiting. How many men has she passed over? There at least been 3 men she's talked about. The one that wanted to marry her, that she didn't want to have nothing to deal with, another guy, and another guy that she said was decent. 3 or 4 men. How many men you supposed to have a shot at, man? But yeah, get her and her friends together. I guarantee you, it's all men's problem. All men's problem. And these women are heavy in the church in Dallas. Shout out to Nicole Michelle when she said she went to Dallas and looking at the Dallas black women. This is what she was talking about, folks. This is a woman that said, "I value your show and I want to hear your opinion," but yet she get on the show and blah 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 blah. We're almost done with this piece of it, guys. And as soon as I let her talk, if I start to say something, blah, blah, blah,
Can I talk now?
If you have something important, if you have something viable to say.
Yeah.
How about this? Why don't you apologize?
Okay. Apologize for what? I have no problem apologizing. For what?
What do you think I'm asking you to apologize for?
Do you feel disrespected or?
No.
I'm unclear. What am I apologizing for?
Is this how?
I mean, I have a problem. Mm-hmm.
Is this how, like I asked you? Do you think you have been polite or rude?
I don't think I'm being disrespected, but I will apologize.
I didn't say disrespect. I said polite or would mean something like this. When you speak and I let you speak, and then I start to speak and you interject and keep cutting someone off, is that polite or is that rude?
Okay. I feel like you've done me the same way, but I apologize if you feel
so
like
I want you guys to pay attention to what just happened. When I made it very simple, I want you to understand the moral conflict. And instead of just saying, you know what, that was rude. No, she had to blame me too. I feel like you did it to me. So it's that tit for tat stuff that they say they don't ever want you to do. I want you guys to pay attention. This is a big reason why so many of our women, this generation of women, is by themselves. Even when given an opportunity to try to take it back down, you can't even. I respect you, but I'm not going to respect you enough to even say, I'm sorry. My bad. Yep.
I did apologize.
No, that was not okay. So let me get this right.
I apologize, Mr. Kevin Samuels.
First off, there's no sincerity in that, ma'am, and you really didn't apologize. Hey, you called. If you think, how about this? Okay, Miss English, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. I'm reading it all wrong. But I tell you what you do. If you really believe that, there are 1,033 people in the chat room. I challenge you to come back and look at the chat room and see what your sisters are having to say. I challenge you to come back and look in the chat room and see what your sisters have to say. Since I got it all wrong, since I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm just off. You come back and look at the chat room. You willing to do that?
I can do that. I can do that.
Okay. And then on the off chance that I happen to be right, then what?
Can you repeat that one more time? Somebody calling in. What did you say?
Valerie's not going to get on the off chance that I happen to be correct, then what? Valerie's not going to get online when she wants no smoke. She know damn well she can't handle this.
You're going to be okay.
She just want to sit around and a big ass just want to sit around and talk.
Calling in, so I didn't hear your question.
On the off chance that I am correct,
come on, Shirley,
you have been being rude, then what? Get on the panel.
Yes, I will apologize.
I would say this, Miss English. There's a show component to this.
Going to AutoZone instead.
I think if you watch my show, I just go back and look at the shows where I'm dealing with women who are of your age or of your education level, and you're going to see a through line. Then go listen to the shows where I'm dealing with women who are not of your age or not of your education level, and notice the through line there.
Okay. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Like I said, it seems like your show is not really aimed, like you said, really for older women, because it's kind of like we kind of tossed out to dry in your eyes. So it's kind of hard for me to really, grasp your viewpoints, because I just can't go along with some of the things that you say. I can't.
Now, I want you guys to be clear that she's so focused on the fact of my dating preference, and she's overstating. We're just tossed out to view in your eyes. You're 42 and no prospects of any kind of serious long-term relationships. Never had one. And I can't agree with some of the things you say. You got a degree. You got 2 degrees. But none of those things are making you happy. But like the brother who came up with the masculine love object concept said, you got so much invested in it, it doesn't make any sense. Let me read something before I finish, because it's about to go off the rails, and I want you guys to hear the last part unedited. But there's a guy who wrote something, and I want you guys to read it. He says, regarding the lady who had a PhD, he has a theory about this. He said, I believe over time that a woman invests more and more of her time and energy into gaining a degree and later a career. These 2 things become what I call masculine love object. Energy that she would have invested into being with the man is now invested in identifying with her degree and career. This is why she could be so proud of her career, like this one, while at the same time living as a single woman, like this one. In other words, a transference is taking place. The masculine love object is now her degree and a career instead of a man. So from her shifted perspective, she has the masculine force she craves in her life. Ultimately, it's coming from her and her relationship with her degree and a career, but not a man. This explains why many career women become masculine. Thank you, brother Craig 6T, for that masculine love object. Here we go. The conclusion.
Say that you're right about me pursuing my education. I think that's a good thing that I did. You're saying I
didn't say it was a bad thing. I said, why do your non-black counterparts seem to be able to pursue a higher education and still find a man?
Okay.
Well, and you don't have to. And here's the thing. You don't have to, ma'am. And you don't have to.
My counterparts.
Okay, you're talking again. I was still. There was a. And here's another thing.
Can I just make this statement? Can I just
after I make my statement? And you don't have to agree with what I'm saying on my assessment, but what you do is you look at your left ring finger and you ask that.
Okay.
That's what you asked. I could be all 100% wrong, but you asked your left ring finger.
And I don't know if it's fair to compare me to my other counterparts, as you like to say, because
it's fair to compare you to other women. Yes.
Black women have had to go through a lot more challenges.
I ain't talking about black women. I'm talking about you. You ain't gonna put this off on black women. It ain't racism and all this other. You're not gonna put that shit over here.
Okay.
You barking up the wrong tree with that one. I would tear that shit out the frame, because I deal with black women all the time, and there was a black woman on right before you.
I think, was she not Asian or something? Was that not? Or maybe I missed that call.
You've seen me deal with plenty of black women, and that woman was black. So the point is, see, at the end of the day, man, what you've come through here and said is the same thing a lot of women say. It's always somebody's misunderstanding you. You don't understand. You got it wrong. This and that. Okay, great, man. But you're by yourself. And you ask and you want, and I asked you, why have you not sought therapy?
I'm by myself by
You're
choice.
unmarried. Why
because
have
I
you not
haven't
sought
met-
therapy?
And that's another thing. I'm like I said, I'm a Christian, so I'm falling in that route. I'm letting God direct me to the right
You
way.
are not going to put that off God. I am a Christian too. I was baptized at St. John Baptist Church since I
And
was
so as
5 years
long as
old. You're
I'm
not going to put that.
first,
No, you are not going to put that off
put
on
God
God.
first.
You are not going to put that off on God. That is bull. You're not going to put that. You know what? Say what you have. You're not going to put that off on God. You're exactly what I said earlier. And then you say the show's not directed towards older women. No, it's not directed towards hard-headed women. You just happen to be an old one.
I'm not old, sir.
You're right. You're a spring chicken.
I wouldn't say I'm a spring
You're right.
chicken.
Are your eggs fresh? If you you
Yes,
got
they
pregnant
are.
right now, would it be high risk?
And I don't know.
Are you past? Are you
Medically,
middle age?
But in
Are you
God's
middle
terms, I'm
age?
not.
Are you middle
God's
age? Are you
terms.
middle
So what?
age? Are you middle age? Are you middle age? Are
I'm
you a young
42
woman?
age.
Are
I'm
you
42.
see the truth? I'm not old. No, young as fuck for a woman.
Just because you don't date 42-year-olds, I mean, really?
Oh, I can
Come
date.
on
Oh,
now.
I could. I could
Well,
date
we
40.
know what you
I could date 42-year-olds if I want to. I just have no use for you guys. I don't have any
Exactly.
use
There
for a
you
woman
go.
like you.
That's amazing, and
I
that's
don't have
why
any
I
use
choose-
for a woman like you. Why would
That's
I
why
want?
I'm-
Why would I want to deal with a woman like you? Why would I want this? Why would I want? Why would I want to deal with this? Why would
Really?
anybody who has options want to deal with this?
I don't know
Reasonably.
what this is.
Exactly. But 1,041 people that know exactly what it is. Why would a man that has options want to deal with a woman who is this
Because
combative?
I have a lot to offer. I'm
Yeah,
a God
okay.
Christian.
Okay, you have a lot to. Okay. Here's the
who
thing.
respects
Here's the thing.
the
Sell
man.
yourself. What do you have to offer? And please don't. And please. I have a. When you bring God into it, I start to. Come on, man. What do you have to offer?
That should be the first thing, though.
Yeah, but see, the problem is, ma'am, you're not living in. You're not even acting in line as a
But can
Christian woman. You're not.
Can I just say something though?
No, you're not.
Because a lot of the women that
You're not. And when you start bringing in this fake Christianity, it's insulting. So you can pull that stuff on a man who was not born Baptist and he went Church of God in Christ. I worked in the church for too long, man. You are not behaving like a Christian woman. You're all out of line talking about Christianity. All out of line.
I haven't disrespected you. You disrespected me. You said my eggs is old, that I'm old, and I'm.
Is that a statement of
disrespected me.
fact?
I have not.
Are
said
your
anything
eggs
about
old? Are they,
you.
ma'am? Are your eggs old? Or are they young?
How
Are
do
your
you know
eggs
if my
old? Or are they
eggs
young?
old?
Are your eggs old? Or are they young?
How do you know if my eggs are?
Because you
old or
had
not?
them for 42 fucking years.
So what? So some men may want them just because you don't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, really?
Okay. See, and this is the ultimate backup of this. I'm
No,
glad we got
you
here.
taking me
You
there.
see right here? Some men may want them. Well, then here's the thing. If some men may want them, you should have no problem.
No.
You should have no problem
of-
selling them. You should have no problem selling them.
Sir, you have disrespected me more than I've disrespected.
You should have no problem selling them. No, I've just got to the point to where I'm messing with you now. I actually tried to talk to you earlier, but now I'm just fuck it. Anybody want to sit back and say 42-year-old eggs ain't old? They're not old. 42-year-old eggs?
Would that not be disrespectful though?
No, it's a statement of fact. Is calling you 42? Is calling okay, ma'am? Is calling you 42 disrespectful?
How old are you, sir?
That's see. Again, guys, whenever they cannot answer a question with a question, they can't answer a question with a direct answer. See, she's used to dealing with men who are not on her intellectual level. And I'm not going to throw it. A lot of women in Dallas are used to that. But she's outmatched here. 42. Is that an insult calling you your age?
You said I'm old. That's an insult.
I said your eggs are old.
That's major insult.
Are your eggs young?
What is old eggs and young?
Are your
What is
eggs young?
My eggs are my
Are
eggs.
your eggs young?
My eggs are my eggs.
Are your eggs
And I'm just
young?
and I'm appalled that you would even say, go to that direction, but I've seen you do worse. So that's why I'm like,
All right, we had enough of that. She was appalled. And I can't understand why. I'm shocked and surprised why you don't date women my age, and my eggs aren't old, and that's rude. And she pulled out every freaking tactic, didn't she? Every one of them. You're just a misogynistic. God, I hate you in your face. Tamika.
Lower your voice. You don't get louder with a man, especially when you claim you want one. You're 42, you've got degrees, but you've lost your discipline. Education doesn't teach femininity. You can have all the letters behind your name, but that won't replace respect, cooperation, or peace. Men don't argue with women. They simply leave. You say you want a high-value man, but you can't even talk to one without shouting. That's why you're single, not because men are intimidated, but because you're combative. A man doesn't want to fight his woman. He wants peace. You can't lead with ego and expect love.